listening to Instant Microwave Fuzz, an improvised sketch comedy podcast recorded live in Maui, Hawaii. Aloha! To learn more about Instant Microwave Fuzz, go to IMF Maui on Instagram. Support us on Patreon under Instant Microwave Fuzz. And now on with the show.
Hey Gary, here's some mail for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Carl.
This one's from, I don't know. Here you go.
Oh, DMV.
DMV?
Yeah. What is this?
I don't know. What? Open it up. Just open it up. See what it is. But anyway, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
What? What
This
is it?
Weird.
What does it say?
You know, like they send you a picture of yourself at the traffic light if you're speeding. They used to do that or
Yeah,
whatever.
man. I'm always like very aware of that. I try not to break the rules.
It's a picture of me, but I'm not even moving. I'm like at the traffic light, and there's no fine.
Huh?
It says fine is $0, but it's just a picture of me.
Dude, you're stuck. Don't mess with me, dude.
But I'm. It's kind of a embarrassing picture, though.
What do you mean?
It's a picture of me picking my nose.
No.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even know I was doing it. I was just
Well, that's
absent. Maybe
I mean,
I'm
everyone does that, dude. Everyone does that. It's not
But I think I'm just scratching or whatever.
No.
Maybe.
okay.
But why would they send me this? That doesn't make.
What is there? Is there notes on the thing? Like, do they
No.
have like any notes for like why they sent you
It
this?
says $0.00 fine is due. It's just like a normal ticket, but there's nothing. It's like they're just mocking me.
That's not fair.
That's how I feel too.
I don't like this.
See, this is government overreach, and I think this is maybe even government waste.
Is there anything we can do about this?
I mean, you
Wait.
know, the red and the blue, they're both in on this.
Hold on. I just looked up. There's like a section here.
What is this?
It says,
What are you looking
if
at?
caught in compromising positions, $0 fines may be, but
But we will laugh at you?
well
It says
no
we will
it
laugh
says
at you.
it says you are okay.
You are a dummy, and we will laugh at you.
No, dude, calm down. It's okay.
The
It's
print
okay.
is
Dude,
so
it's your-
small,
like,
you
dude,
can't
you're
even.
so-
This
no,
is,
dude, you're the
can't-
coolest dude.
but I
ever.
can't help but take this personally. Like, I don't even think I was picking. I think that's a scratch if you look at it.
Let me look at the picture here.
But they sent a
me
pic.
look
It's
at-
like to taunt me.
Oh shit.
But you see how I'm on the outside. It's
Well,
just
it's
just to taunt me.
actually they updated it. It's
What?
now it's like a
Oh, it's like a
PDF.
hologram.
It's now-
What is this?
No, it's
You just twist it to
No,
the
it's-
left, and it's
not
moving.
in your favor. It's not in your favor.
Oh wow, this is not nice.
I mean, you look good.
this is so much government waste, though. They've got a hologram of me with a finger in my nose, and it says $0.00. So it's not like it's going to pay for it or anything. It's just
I feel like this is an attack.
ill will.
That's
Yeah,
not very fair on you.
and I mean, I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything.
I'm in my car. It's not the most sanitary thing, but they have the bottles of, sanitizer everywhere now
That's
ever
not-
since COVID. So
Yeah, that's not. You know what?
I just
Is
feel.
there anything? Is there any way we can, or can you fight? Because I feel like maybe your image is tarnished.
But
At this
what
point.
is there to fight? You and I are the only people who've seen it, and somebody who's laughing at us. What, me? I'm sorry. You're
Are you laughing at yourself?
no, but the guy who sent me this.
Okay.
They can't charge me apparently, but they can just mess with my head.
Do you
I don't like this.
Do you feel okay? Are you vulnerable to this? Because I don't think I would do very well with this kind of attention. I mean, even though it's just you and I even feel like as your good friend, the attention, I wouldn't do well. Are you okay?
I think it's because of the way I vote.
Do you vote?
I vote Canadian every
You
single
do
time.
vote?
I vote Canadian. And that's the thing, they find that threatening. If you write in Canadian candidates from other cities, the U.S., it totally like penalizes you, and then they send you these pictures of you picking away.
Picking at the schnoz.
Well,
Like,
I if you look, I don't think I'm like picking.
I would
even
say
with
you
the
were carrying.
hologram-
I feel like you were kind of scratching an itch, you know.
And it's only like 8 photos, and they have them in sequence. But
In this
it's-
country, in the United States,
it's like the worst 8 photos they could have picked of me at that light.
is that the Canadian government or the
no?
United-
This is the U.S.
oh,
government.
the U.S. government? Okay,
I vote Canadian in every election.
Makes
And they
sense.
don't like that. It's not a
Dude.
thing as far as they're
how do
concerned.
you vote? I would love to vote Canadian.
I get all of the trades. I get all of the papers. I get the Canadian stuff. I get the British stuff. I even get Bahamian papers. If it's English language, I read the paper
What?
so that I can know.
And like, what do you listen? Like, is there music? Like,
no, it's
is there
just
free
Canadian.
music?
No, it's just Canadian. They
Oh,
don't.
so we
they
just
don't
listen
have
to
their
people-
own like culture up there. But that's why they're such great politicians.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because they're just these like bureaucrats or whatever. So it's like I vote Canadian every time. I haven't voted American for an American candidate.
When was
in
the last time you
years.
voted American?
I mean, I think it was maybe Spiro Agnew.
Dude, that's
It was the 70s.
yeah.
And honestly,
How do you feel since? Like, you must feel pretty clean.
I feel
You must feel pretty fucking clean, right?
and that's what it's all about.
Bless me, Father, for I had sinned.
Come in, my son. Yes.
Thank you.
When was your last confession?
It's been a while.
And I need to let you know, the church has a new policy on this. I have to let you know that I'm one of the priests that got laid before he became a priest.
Okay.
So I'm not like one of those, whoo.
Can you
Kinda-
tell me more about that experience?
This should be about you, my son.
Okay.
But
I
I just
appreciate
want you to know I'm not going to judge you or be weird. I sowed my wild oats. I'm one of those priests that I got mines. And I got a little stank on my hang low, and I feel good about it, and I'm not repressed or suppressed or anything like that. So go ahead. You can tell me anything you want. It can be about relationships. It could be about anything. Just don't be afraid. I can identify.
Please, Father, for I have sinned.
Go ahead, my son.
I have sinned. I looked beyond the clothes of a woman that I've seen in my life. She looked very good.
You saw a woman undress?
No, she was fully clothed, but she looked amazing.
Oh.
And I wanted to, love her appropriately. Can I do that? When was the last time you saw a woman?
I saw a woman beyond her clothing, naked, in 1988. I was a disco king.
You were a disco king?
She was a reggae queen. We both came to Uptown Friday nights, and we were there to dance.
Let me light this candle.
You know what? This is about you, not about me. I'm one of those priests. I totally got laid before I became a priest. But
What does that mean?
yeah, well, yeah, I was a disco king. Let's just put it that way. Have you ever seen Saturday Night Fever?
I've heard about it.
I went to reggae nights on Friday, and then we went to disco nights on Saturday. But that's enough about me. Tell me you about your sins, son, so that I can absolve them.
My sins are alarming. My priest, they're alarming. I can't even live with myself at this point.
Can you be more specific for the Lord?
The Lord has looked down on me because I have looked at fire, matches, and things like that, and I haven't set anything on fire other than wood, but I've been very aggressive with the way I strike a match.
You've been aggressive with the way you strike a match.
With the way I strike a match.
Well, before I became a priest, I definitely I could identify.
How?
I liked a little bit of a bonfire, some
What's a
champagne.
bonfire? What is that?
Like on the beach,
What?
you take some dry wood.
What?
You start a bonfire, and maybe you and a couple of models, you have a couple of bottles
what?
of champagne, and you take your speedboat.
Father.
Yes.
A bonfire.
Yes. After a night of speedboating and before a late morning of speedboating.
What is a speedboat, sir?
Like a cigarette boat or one of those high-speed... That's enough about me. I lived a whole life before I became a priest. This is about you, son. Tell me about your sins so that I might absolve you.
My sins run deep, Father. And I wish to ask for... how do you ask for...
Just tell me one of them. Just tell me one, and I'll
sins?
absolve you. Yes. You've been very general so far. I need specifics.
Well, we were playing pickup basketball in my court, and I cheated by... There was a two-pointer, and I had my foot on the line, and I called it a two-pointer, and the friend, he was my best friend, and I was a game winner, and if I would have just shot the ball and called it a one-pointer, we would have tied and gone into overtime, but I knew that when I called it as a two-pointer, my foot was on the line. There's no video evidence of that, and we can't look back on it, but I knew in the moment that I had crossed the line. And if anybody had gambled on this game, if anybody had given the over-under, like my parents do, my parents normally gamble on... I think it's normal that my parents gamble on my pickup games with my friends.
You're going off topic, all right?
Okay, so I had cheated. I felt like
sin.
I had cheated.
That's one sin.
Okay.
You cheated.
I didn't. It should have been a one-pointer. I called it a two-pointer.
Okay, so I'd like you to do 12 Hail Marys.
Okay, should I do it on... okay, one.
You got to let me finish.
Okay, that's two.
You got to do 12 Hail Marys for every one of your friends that you cheated that day and that you lied to.
Father, I respectfully thank you for my sins.
Have you ever done this before? Because
what's that?
The confession thing we're doing here.
I was told that you're my coach. Like you're a coach.
Who told you that?
My dad.
Is your dad here?
No, he dropped me off.
And he said that the priest in the confession booth would be your coach?
And he said, just call it whatever you want to call it. And I go, Dad? And he was driving him.
Like a life coach, or what do you mean?
I would prefer that. I feel like I could benefit from a life coach.
I'll be honest with you. I get off in about 3 hours, so I don't know that I could be your life coach because I have to write a bit of a sermon for the bishop.
Do you have any books that you've written?
No. I just mainly read the one book.
What's that one?
It's the Holy Bible, son.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you seem new to this, to be honest with you. So, usually, I don't ask for names or anything, but what's your name, son?
Eric.
Eric, as someone who's new to the church,
Sure.
I think you should maybe come to a couple of masses and see what it's all about before you get involved in the confession.
Is that like a workout program?
No, not like mass, like weight gainer or anything like that.
Okay.
Like it's a church term.
Okay.
It basically is. It's like church. It's like have you been to a church before?
A couple times.
Well, what sort of a church have you been to?
More of like a gospel church, like where people sing and enjoy themselves. And I thought that was a really good thing. I enjoyed it myself.
I'm gonna warn you.
Yeah.
Ours is not enjoyable.
Like, there's no...
It's sort of like sit, stand, kneel, and then you leave with a lot of guilt. But if that's your thing, if you like, do you like guilt, sir?
I don't think that's my thing, but I don't think I have any other choice.
I'll tell you what. Let's. Do you like whiskey?
What's that? Like alcohol?
An alcoholic beverage.
Is that like alcohol?
I'll tell you what. Why don't we go in the rectory and we'll talk about what you do like. Maybe we can handtail this religion thing for you. What do you think, son?
I appreciate that.
Let's do it.
Brother Daniel, I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciated your teachings this week,
Brother Anthony, thank you.
and it helped me to get beyond where I was at.
You were, I felt that you last week. Anyway, I feel like you're amazing right now.
Thank you. And I really credit all of the things that we've done here with curing me of my sex addiction.
So are you able to participate in this spot? I got to do this spot. I got to lay down this spot. Somehow, we're out here living free.
Can we just talk real quick, though? I have a very special problem.
But I got to do this commercial.
Before you get to the commercial, just help me out.
What if I just press record?
Please don't. Let's record because it's a sensitive issue. I've solved.
You got that? There's a fly right behind you.
I think that I've solved my sex addiction problem.
How?
Just through our talks and your teachings. But I have to say though.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
I've been stress eating though.
Stress eating.
Pussy.
Excuse me?
I've been stress eating pussy.
Okay.
A lot of it.
Okay, so there's only a few ladies around here that are. My mind is racing right now, and I want to support you.
Magda?
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I know Magda.
Not her.
Oh.
Her sister was here from the mainland, and she had never been to Frisia. And so
you brought her up to DeFreesia level?
No. Yes,
like,
but I mean that's
on
not,
the plateau.
It didn't go down like that.
DeFreesia plateau. You brought her there.
It didn't go down exactly like that, brother.
Did she commit
To what?
DeFreesia plateau? You brought her up there.
Let's not go there. I'm trying to get over my stress eating problem.
So she was an early novitiate.
I've got a problem that I just got over of sex addiction.
Okay.
And now I've just replaced it with a stress eating problem.
But I still feel that you're also participating in your sex addiction while recovering from your sex and eating all our food.
But it's a stress eating problem. I run out of pussy, and then I start eating food.
Okay, so this brother, how do you feel right now? Are you relaxed?
Hungry.
Okay. All right. The food. The sex. Can we put it on a scale of 1 to 10? Where's the food?
The food, it's definitely about a 13.
Okay, I don't mean to be vulgar here, but the bitches scale on
Sex?
the bitches.
Yeah, I'm at a 1. I'm almost over my sex addiction, I would say.
But I would beg to differ with you.
But it's all I'm coping with a slightly new addiction, and it's overeating. It's eating, unfortunately, pussy.
I feel as the most attractive gentleman here, the most dynamic person here, I feel like you're a magnet right now, and I feel like you're sucking a lot of energy.
No, I appreciate that perspective, and we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I'm a pussy magnet, and
but you're also eating all the food too.
But it's first off, some of the most sensitive muscles in your body are in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And you need to eat something to regenerate them, because when you lock your neck out and you're using your tongue like that, you need to eat something to recover. It's a nutrient deficiency that I'm fighting.
Okay.
So it's not just that I'm eating too much food. It's an overeating problem. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But that's the problem, is because I'm trying to recover from eating all that pussy.
Okay. Yeah. And so so why are you can you just not look into that telescope right now at the birds?
I mean, it's a beautiful day.
Can you just pay attention?
Part of the reason I joined this fucking cult in the first place is that we always seem to be outdoors, and I never get to enjoy it. I used to be an outdoors guy. I was in another cult like 20 years ago.
We're not a cult, sir.
We're not a cult.
No, absolutely not. Excuse me.
What are you talking about? We're not a cult.
No.
We're wearing robes in the middle of July in a field.
We're relaxed. And
No,
we're wearing...
I'm not relaxed because I still have 6 cows to milk. I came over here to try and figure out some spiritual healing from you, but I feel like you're just calling me fat
No, absolutely not, sir.
because I have an eating disorder.
No, well, actually, you are what we call a pussy...
In recovery.
No, you're a pussy magnet.
In recovery.
You're
I'm a pussy magnet
you're
in
a pussy-
recovery.
And you are very... I don't ever feel like as your friend, as your brother, you're ever satiated, So you're always... if we make a bowl of Alfredo, so the group, we come together and we make a chicken Alfredo, the way you absorb the Alfredo chicken pasta is very aggressive compared to the rest of the group. And I feel like maybe at times, and I would never say that you're overweight, I would never say anything about your figure, but you're a pussy magnet and you eat more Alfredo.
If you think about it, the only time you guys ever even cook Alfredo is when there's nobody but the brothers around. And of course I'm going to get hungry because I never got to eat any pussy that day. That's the problem. And I feel like you're blaming me for this.
No.
When I'm
just
totally
saying,
in recovery right now from my sex addiction.
brother, as a novitiate,
A what?
a novitiate,
Is that a new level that I have to sign up for now?
they told me not to say that word to you.
Who's they? You're the head of the
okay.
fucking church, man.
Okay, so would you like more Alfredo? I will give you more. Here's some Alfredo.
I'm not even hungry, bro.
Here's some
I'm
Alfredo.
not hungry right now.
Chicken Alfredo.
I'm going to rethink this whole thing because I'm better and stronger now. I'm over my sex addiction, and I'm thinking I might just leave the church, okay?
So don't leave the property or the premises. Just take a break.
I'll think about it.
Take a deep breath.
I'll think about it. I have to go.
All right. Love you. Here's some Alfredo.
Instant Microwave Fuzz is a weekly improvised sketch comedy podcast recorded live at the Fuzzbox Studios in Lahaina, Hawaii, on the beautiful island of Maui. To learn more about the Fuzzbox Studios and their mission to encourage, inspire, and empower individuals in developing their creative visions and by providing an environment to cultivate their skills and talents, check us out at fuzzboxproductions.com. Check out our website for instantmicrowavefuzz.buzzsprout.com. You can find us on Patreon, YouTube, and Instagram under Instant Microwave Fuzz. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms. Support the show on Patreon at Instant Microwave Fuzz. And big thanks to our patrons, Will, Alan, Paul, and Laura. Thanks to all of you. We'll see you next week. Thank you.